Please welcome to our show one of the Central Coast's most creative chefs, who recently was appointed as the Chef de Cuisine on the Outpost.
Chef Nick Bajal is heading a brand new menu and joins us this morning with one of the items now being served at Outpost in Goleta. Mabrisa, how's it look?
Oh, it looks fantastic. He's actually going to make us seared salmon this morning, which looks absolutely great. Welcome, Chef Nick, and congratulations on your new job.
Thank you very much.
Very cool. So the Outpost, they recently were at the No Kids Hungry campaign.
Yes.
In Santa Barbara. So thank you so much for helping out our local kids in our community. And you're here to share with us some nice ingredients, very healthy seared salmon.
Yeah, right here we have seared salmon. So what we're going to do is get your pan really nice and hot, add a little bit of olive oil to that.
Okay.
In there, and then you're going to season it up with a little bit of salt right over here. And once that pan gets nice and hot, you will just pop that right in the pan, and then it'll start to cook like that. And then you'll put that on the side. It'll take about 4 minutes or so, and then you'll flip it and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then it'll end up being about medium.
Okay.
And then personally, that's my favorite how to eat salmon, is medium. I like it a little bit undercooked.
You can hear the sizzle. Absolutely amazing.
And then with that, we're going to pair it with a nice coriander butter sauce. So after that salmon is cooked, you can take a new pan, get that going, and then what I do is put a little bit of olive oil in the pan as well.
Okay.
And then we'll take a little bit of garlic and shallots and put that in there and saute that down. And
Healthy, fresh ingredients. I love it.
these are all beautiful local ingredients. It's a very light, summery dish, so it's great this time of year. And then after that, you add a little bit of white wine and then reduce that down. And then once that reduces down, then you can add your butter into the pan right here. And then just let that slowly just keep cooking and then emulsify in the pan itself. At this point, you would turn down the heat and just let that melt
It already
into
smells amazing.
And then so after that, then you have a nice, beautiful piece of seared salmon. And then you would take your sauce right here after throwing in the coriander seed, and then just glaze that over the top of the salmon.
What kind of seed is that?
Coriander seed. So we have right here, it's a beautiful, fragrant spice. I would take that, you would toast that in a pan a little bit, and then you can kind of ground that up until you have a nice, right here, sort of...
Oh, so that's how it looks like when
yeah,
it's
that's how
grated.
you look when it's all ground up. And then that you would just throw right into the sauce or a little bit over the top.
I've never heard of that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I love to use different spices in food. It really elevates the cuisine, and you get fresh flavors, not without necessarily adding a lot of fat or cream.
Yeah.
And then we have some beautiful grapefruit right over the top that add a nice citrus punch and really cut through the richness of the butter sauce.
I've never seen that grapefruit on seared salmon. That's
Grapefruit on
really
seared
great.
salmon. Then we got a little bit of radish as well. This will give it just that nice little spicy radish punch that comes with radish. And then top that with a little bit of salmon roe. So you're using pretty much, it's kind of like whole animal cooking. And then this will give it a nice, fresh, a little bit of a briny flavor to the dish.
Okay.
And then you can just top that with some little bit of flowers, edible flowers, and micro cilantro or regular cilantro if you can't find micro cilantro. And then you have a wonderful dish that you can pair with a nice sized salad or maybe one of your favorite grains, barley, quinoa, or even just a nice rice pilaf.
That looks amazing. And you have the salmon caviar to top off on top of the seared salmon, so it looks even more amazing. And all of these ingredients, very fresh, local, like you mentioned.
Yes.
What's the Outpost known for?
Outpost is known for using the fresh California cuisine with Latin and Asian influences.
Oh, wonderful. We like to mix it up a bit here. Add some spice to the dishes.
Add some spice, yep.
What kind of wine would you pair with this?
This, you can go with a nice white wine, like a Chardonnay would be really nice, or a Pinot Grigio. Those would be my recommendations for this dish. It's a very light dish, so you don't want a heavier wine that would overpower the flavor of the salmon.
And like you said, this is a perfect summer dish. Any other dishes that Outpost is known for?
Outpost is known for, we do bibimbap right now, which is a Korean rice dish served in a a very hot stone bowl, and those ingredients change all the time with the seasons and with what's available right now locally.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chef Nick, for coming down
Thank you
and
for
sharing
having me.
your recipe with us. It looks absolutely amazing with the fresh grown flowers and herbs and spices, and like you said, Latin influences as well. So congratulations on your job.
Thank you.
And thank you again for your No Kids Hungry campaign. Outpost really helping out the community here locally. Stacy and Natalie, sending it back to you in the studio.